I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at All-Star Batman issue number 6. The Dark Knight is coming up against the King of Cold. That's right, Mr.Feeze. What'll happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so as we join the comic, Batman is making a trek all the way to the Arctic Circle to try and track down Mr.Feeze. As you may have noticed, Jock is doing the artwork for this issue, and it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, I legit feel cold looking at these pages right now, and Batman feels pretty cold too, as he's retrofitted his Batsuit into a brand new Arctic attack suit. FYI, it's not actually called that. I just assumed if they made a toy variant of this suit, that's what it would look like. Now, no sooner does Batman show up where he's going does he discover a bunch of people in the small northern town have been turned to ice by Mr.Feeze. He thinks he only has to deal with one guy, but unfortunately, Batman is actually outnumbered in this situation by a group of what can really only be described as ice zombies. Oh man, I just started to get a whole 30 Days a Night vibe going on right now. As Mr.Feeze explains, these aren't zombies at all, but people that he's woken up from cryogenic freezing. I gotta say, Mr.Feeze looks really awesome and really creepy here in this panel. Because he's in the Arctic, he doesn't need his Zero suit, so he can pretty much just walk around in the buff with nothing but a bunch of cords hanging off him. As we soon discover, Victor has moved his whole operation to the Arctic because there resides an ancient glacier that has in it a very old virus inside. It's something capable of wiping out all of humanity. Well, you know, except for him, his wife Nora, and his people, of course. They'll be completely fine inside their cryotubes. Batman wants to not only stop Mr.Feeze, but save all these people too, as the military is already planning to strike the place with a hot bomb. By and large, this is a pretty clever plan on Mr.Freeze's side. Batman has no way to defend himself either. He's been stripped of his special suit, which means he's slowly freezing to death. In fact, Victor is so positive of his victory over Batman on this one, him and his entire group of cronies go inside their pods and wait for the dream of the cold utopia that will soon be upon them. Only Victor's dream becomes a nightmare when he realizes Batman once again has managed to outthink him. Freeze had hoped to use a virus to end the world, while Batman has brought a virus into his place, a hot death virus. The two wrestle for a little bit as the army planes end up flying overhead. Batman, in a total hero move, decides to save both himself and Freeze by locking themselves in a cryotube. This is really close. He also breaks the handle to the tube before closing themselves inside, which means Batman and Mr.Feeze are going to have a long time to talk about their issues. All-Star Batman number 6 was a stylistic powerhouse. Jock really brings his A game, and I'm just a big fan of seeing Batman in cold situations like this. Also, after years worth of Mr.Feeze languishing in near obscurity as a villain goes, you know, they did that whole retcon with his wife not really being his wife, and then he just didn't do much at all. Now he's back and badder than ever. I can say without a hint of irony, and no pun intended, this was most definitely a very cool issue from start to finish. Overall, I would give this one an 8.5 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.